Okay, well, we've been live for 5 seconds and haven't dropped frame, so I'm going to assume it's going to behave itself.
You're assuming a lot more than I am. Well, let's run with it anyways.
Okay.
So we play the
Alright. Let's get this rolling. Thank you for joining us again for another Saturday afternoon Sakura Wars stream. And this week, we are going to be learning the terrible secret of Jiminy's twin. Howdy, Hunter. How's it going?
Hey.
Right now, it's just myself and AKA Vince. The others will probably be joining in shortly, but have not shown up yet, so see what happens.
Also, it's still just Vincent.
The time has come. Our Lord shall be reborn.
Look, it's that mysterious masked woman.
Have they just seriously been fighting each other this whole time?
No, this is a flashback.
I finally found you. I shall have my revenge.
It's anime.
Revenge? For what? You'll have to forgive me. I've killed far too many to keep count.
For you, the day I killed your master was the most important day of your life. For me, it was... Well, was it a Wednesday? Thursday? I don't know, I can't keep track.
Surely you remember the Book of 5 Rings that you stole from my master. Ah, yes. The book that I took from that fool me.
Hey, Jin. How's it going?
Hey. Why does this seem like a very Western reenactment of a Chinese drama?
You're
In a
not
weird way.
wrong.
I have no time for you now. I'll finish you off next time we meet.
Let's... Okay.
Damn it! She took off. Master, I will retrieve that which was taken from you. I will avenge you!
This would be so much more convincing if, Alright, Gemini, twin.
Well, Jiminy, but yes.
Yeah, it's just calling her Gemini the whole time. For some reason, that didn't click in my head.
Yes, no. Every single one of the characters is in some way connected to the stars, and in particular the Zodiac. So you have, like, Diana Caprice, which is Diana, which is Artemis, the Huntress. You have Rosita Aries, which is, you know, Aries. You have Subaru, which is literally the Japanese word for star. Ratchet Altair, which, you know, Altair's a star.
Yeah.
Like, they all have their thing, and I was showing you before we started streaming, and I'll show it as soon as I actually have access to do so. I put in the codes to unlock all the other additional pictures, and each character has what's called a horoscope picture, which is a picture of them somewhat tangentially related to the zodiac sign they are associated with. Oh yeah, and the other one.
Yours forever.
I'm not sure what play they're putting on, and I don't think I want to know.
No misgivings. The night enfolds us. See the world as it lies sleeping.
Very bizarre take on an officer and a gentleman.
Night of
Let's go with that.
rapture, stars unending. Never have I seen such glory.
And yes, the amazing Shinjiro Peppermint Taiga, who is not, in fact, associated with any stars or constellations,
Hasten.
but is just a
Cast
Japanese
all
man.
fear from your heart. Close to my heart, I hold you. You're mine now. My perfect calm is breathing love, near and far.
The audience politely clapping. as they rush out of the theater.
This was apparently a musical, by the way, despite there being no music involved in that.
It's blank verse. Both on the part of the actors and the orchestra.
So apparently this was some sort of take on Madame Butterfly. I couldn't really say one way or another. I'm not actually familiar with that particular work.
Nor am I, but there's a lot of things I'm not familiar with.
See, I am familiar with quite a bit of theater. Just Madame Butterfly is one that has escaped me. Alright, hold for just a second here so I can give Krampus access to the Parsec view.
Yep. Good. And I will take this pause to continue what I'm doing in my room.
Okay.
Got a new printer in.
Ah.
Which I
Yeah.
ordered yesterday.
Yeah.
Which I ordered yesterday, so 5 to 7 days means tomorrow, on a Saturday.
And yes, Hunter, that was apparently Madame Butterfly. Just go with it. Their Madame Butterfly is apparently quite as accurate as their Hamlet. Oh, and in answer to your other question, I'm pretty sure that Subaru is not comfortable with the idea of the relationship, even in the form of acting, because Subaru's just not comfortable with the idea of a relationship, period. And I'm pretty sure Diana just doesn't like wearing the officer's uniform.
Yeah, you think if anything that would have been reversed.
You in, Krampus?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. Sorry for being late.
Hey.
Lost track of time.
No worries. Just a couple
Yep.
minutes. All you missed was an incredibly stereotypical showdown between that mysterious masked woman and the rabbit with the scythe. And then the rabbit fucked off, and the mysterious masked woman was like, "Damn, I'll get you next time."
Business as usual in New York, then.
Yes, they were fighting on top of the skyscraper under construction, because of course they are. It's where everyone fights.
They don't actually construct it, they just paused partway through because they knew random shit would happen on it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, you factor in the battle time in the build time. You're gonna need like 9 months to lay the foundation and get the supports built, another month for the samurai to battle.
About 4 months for all the bribes to go through.
Oh yeah, it's important. We're talking about shins. I have no opinion on legs.
They're just giving you faction.
Well, no, it's because specifically I chose the option in that choice of, like, you know, when it was like, hey, you know, he's been a great leader, and Shin's like, no, I still have much more to do, so that's why those responses come in.
Ah,
You get relationship with different people depending on what you answer there.
oh, that makes sense.
Anonymity.
Well, yeah, nobody knows that the New York Combat Review is based out of the Little Lip Theater.
Lip Theater.
Why would you think that? What nonsense conspiracy theory are you on now, Krampus?
All that nonsense she's talking about guns being stronger than a sword. I mean, they are, just you're in an anime game.
So, advance warning, this is another chapter where I'm probably honestly going to mess up a lot on getting the correct relationship points at the start of this chapter, because for some reason they decided that the way to get a lot of the relationship points with Jiminy in this chapter is to be a gigantic fucking perv.
That seems counterintuitive, even to her character.
So this literally has not come up at all, and I don't think actually makes all that much of a difference, except for a minor thing. But this is just a charm that Ogami gave to Shinjiro before sending him off to New York.
Hmm.
I don't think they've literally ever brought it up before this.
That almost seems like it would be a Chekhov's bomb, I guess, effectively.
I don't recall 100%, but I don't think it is. I think this comes up here and like never is mentioned again. That sucks, Hunter. The only other thing I could suggest doing is maybe like on computer, try going to like a multi-twitch or something like that, loading it in, and then just basically doing it with like a dead channel or something, just to see if it works that way. It might just be the actual like Twitch website itself, but yeah, for once Twitch is actually behaving itself over here. We haven't dropped any frames yet, and it's been over 10 minutes. Anyways, alleyway robbery, you know, New York.
Yeah, but it's kind of awkward. They have to step around the stone statue.
Yeah. Well, that's okay if your Twitch stream is getting quality fluctuations. Our jokes have quality fluctuations as well.
Yep.
Somewhere between bad and really bad.
My brain, just for some reason, took like a minute and a half to process the word boot heel.
My brain immediately processed the word boot heel as brothel. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, I for some reason was like, what the fuck is a booth heel?
Well, you see, it's an eel you place in a booth. It was a form of mob execution in the 20s.
No, boot heel is just a weird word, man. Knock it off! Don't murder people for trying to rob someone.
Just because she did a katana doesn't mean she's going to kill someone.
She was going to murder
They're
him!
gonna kill him.
That's stereotyping.
That man was about to have Texas carved into his chest. Maybe the word, maybe the shape of the state. I don't know how good an artist this mask swordsman is.
I really would like it noted, by the way, how utterly fucking ridiculous this mask is. Like, it doesn't look that bad on the actual full image, but if you look in the portrait, it's literally like the size of half her face.
Yeah, it's like some weird kind of, like, cardboard tchotchke you'd get at, like, a bad Crunchyroll panel.
Anyways, I gotta take a step away for a minute, I'll be right back.
Yet at the same time, it really doesn't disguise the face at all. It doesn't help that's effectively a pair of glasses that are, you know, projected out from the face. And give you a good view of the actual face.
That's the other thing, because I've actually, like, worn hats like that off and on because my father was a diehard Texan. So, like, one of two things is going to happen. Either that mask is going to poke the hat, or far more likely, that hat is going to poke the mask, and unless she's got some really good spirit tape underneath that mask, there's nothing holding it on her face. There ain't no frames on that.
Yeah, there, maybe under her hair?
No, like, the way the spikes on the side are going, like, they'd have to be really thin, and that still ain't gonna help the problem.
Well, her hair would actually hide all of the... or practically all of the glasses, but you would see part of the frame technically as well,
you see pins
so...
on the back of the ears there.
No, because her hair is covering the back of her ears. You would,
Well,
however...
No, because her hair's in a tight bun.
You would, however, see...
Or not tight bun.
It's pulled back, but it doesn't matter because you would see the glasses on or right behind the.
Look, I demand accuracy from my stupid novelty glasses. All right, that's all I'm asking for.
All right, I've returned.
Welcome back to this heated discussion about novelty glasses.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's no glass frame to attach it to. You don't actually see a glass
Yeah.
frame in the front of her face. That's the part that's actually weirder.
I think I'd be okay with these if they had a Groucho nose and mustache.
Why do we have a timer on this?
Because it's a minigame.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Whenever that timer shows up.
It just started partway. Or I see the timer started during the dialogue.
Yes.
This is a lot of time for this.
Yep.
Well, you're having a sword fight.
Yeah. Well, sword versus steel pipe fight. And yes, the timer
Everyone
started because
knows.
it's a whole sequence of things.
Everyone knows a steel pipe is exactly identical to a sword. Buffoon are you?
Where the fuck is Texas?
Rising Sun!
Domo! I am Shinjiro Taiga-san! Yeah, frickin'. There we go. This is far from the easiest thing to do.
Yeah.
Working the thumbstick and the D-pad at the same time for some reason.
Well, you're adapting bad Wii controls to begin with.
Yes.
Dodge!
Dodge up.
It's not a sword, it's a lead pipe!
Sword, lead pipe, they look the same.
It's
So, yeah,
one of
the-
the clue weapons.
For reference, there is, as far as I'm aware, no way to actually end that whole sequence early by just doing a certain number of events. You do have to basically play out that entire timer. It's just a matter of whether or not you get points with the mysterious masked woman who is certainly not Jiminy.
Hey, to be fair, you can make the argument.
I love how this cop has just been fucking defeated. It's like, even if I took you in, the boss would just say to let you go. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking Sunnyside.
I hate people theater.
Okay, no. can't quite access it yet. I don't think. Oh no, totally can. So what I was talking about earlier, so I got some more photos. Oh, they're not actually accessible in here. Interesting.
Huh, weird. Just between chapters or something?
I guess.
Oh boy, this chapter.
Saying like you know what's coming.
Well, there's the Mandarin, but he's 10 rings.
That's 6 rings.
No, it's 5. The one in the center is a dot.
The one in the center is a dot, they're all dots.
Nope. 5 rings, 1 circle.
What you're saying is you fucked up your drawing and are trying to correct it. I know we've seen this guy before, but who the fuck is this guy?
He is, like, essentially Sunnyside's butler and also the chief mechanic for Star Division. He's the one that actually built our robots.
Yep.
And also runs the herb shop in Chinatown with his niece who works for him, who never comes up again after the one time you stop by there, and he makes jokes about getting her married to you. Because she needs to find a good man. He's gross.
That's probably a wig.
The hair or the hat?
I think it might be like a combo set. Like, it's a wig and a hat in one as some kind of, like, party prop. This guy's from New Hampshire. He's just putting on a racist character. And Sunnyside being the extreme Asian aficionado, and I use aficionado in the hardest air quotes I can. Decides to hire him on.
Well, yes. Remember, Hunter, every time we faced off against one of these stupid demons we've been facing, they talk about the awakening of their lord. Let's be real here, Rosita's the Darkspawn.
My secret plan!
I refuse. That involves giving her more credit than she deserves.
Either that or she doesn't know she's the Darkspawn.
Okay, so, we are in, wander mode now.
Okay?
Oh, wrong button. This is what I wanted.
Trying to figure out controls.
I usually forget what I've mapped stuff to on the Xbox controller.
Well, and you only do this once a week. I assume you're not currently playing any other games on Dolphin.
Nope. And even though I was, at home I have it mapped to a PlayStation controller quite differently. I also don't think I can currently take pictures. Nope, it just pulls up the actual photo album if I try. So I cannot actually grab the picture for Karen right now. So instead, we'll go over here to Harlem. So yeah, basically we're just having to go around to all the different places we ran into the masked woman.
Well, suppose it makes sense.
1920s Masked Rider.
How do you know about the Five Ring Warriors? I'm not an idiot.
I was gonna say, it's not an open secret, or it's not a closed secret or anything. I'm betting Sunnyside has brought this up at brunch. Just like shoveling eggs into his mouth. So, you ever heard the story of the Five Ring Warriors? For God's sake, Sunnyside, we're trying to eat.
I have an amazing amount of super glue and a lot of patience.
Look, it's 5 big dots around a tiny dot. I just have to make it with a pen.
Well, that's not mysterious at all.
I could actually tell you what I'm thinking about and help your investigation, but I'm still a gigantic bitch.
In fairness, that's pretty much every character in their own chapter in one way or another, it seems.
Either that, or there is actually a dramatic reveal clause in the contract of everyone who works for the Little Lip Theater.
I'll just go through it in sequence.
I'm trying. That's the thing. I'm trying to remember where the hell else we've actually run into her. Hey, Jiminy, do you remember where we've run into that masked woman?
I think we actually ran into her next to Maggie's, because we were, like, just getting off the boat. It's either that or the cafe. Because we were just getting off of the boat and talking to Ratchet, and it was after the first bank robbery, which was immediately after the gunshots and, oh, New York's just full of gunshots.
No, the bank is on Wall Street. That was back in Bay Area.
No, there were 2 bank robberies. There was a bank robbery at the very start of the game that, our character got blamed for because they said a person with a sword was over here causing a ruckus. And then the second one was the crazy people who were taken over by Dokuboro's power.
Yes, all the banks are on Wall Street.
Oh.
Yeah. Right, so sold out of the masks. Mysteriously, they were all bought by Gemini.
These are all just pictures of people you shot. Uh-huh. I like to save the police sometime.
Well, I mean, you have to collect the bounty somehow, so that doesn't make sense.
Event!
Oh. Okay, then we've stumbled into an event. I'll get the wig.
You may have noticed there's no timer on that one. You actually have as much time as you want to make that decision.
Yep. Well, there was on the one for finding the horse back in the second one.
Yeah.
Usually when they ask you for a favor, they give everyone a chance to answer without being timed. That's a face made for radio.
I'm not your girlfriend! Hey, Kayama, how's it going?
I am. I need to go take care of something in the back. In my front. Oh, it is the 1920s and I am on the wrong side of the fence. My name is Laurent Cock.
See? Everyone gives Kayama shit. I love Kayama.
I like Kayama too.
I think we should probably go, Peppermint. Yeah, it's probably for the best.
Oh, this is gonna be funny. In all the wrong ways. I don't know how much you guys remember about. Well, I know Bograt does, but I don't know how much Vince remembers about the last time Peppermint and Diana were in the same room together.
I mean, I do, but they've done this long enough that Peppermint probably has the correct idea at this point.
Now, Diana knows the thing about Peppermint, but it's...
Yes.
Subaru's not going to help this.
I'm not going for the you're more my type.
No. Remember, we're currently pretending to be Subaru's girlfriend.
It feels like they have multiple writers for this game as a whole.
Almost certainly.
Because, yeah, we get this scene where she flat out says, like, I support all forms of love, which is great, but it also conflicts with her attitude when she first found out that Taiga was Peppermint in front of his house.
By the way, important note there, Diana just really spilled the beans.
What's that?
Subaru was like, Diana, you don't have to take it this seriously. We're just practicing for acting. Diana's like, is there anything coming up you would need to practice this for? I thought our next production was a Western. Subaru's like, oh wow, it's certainly late, isn't it? Let's get out of here. That is actually a pretty important conversation to have.
Yep.
So somehow we seem to have accidented into the Subaru love path.
Okay.
Really? Okay.
I don't actually mind her all that much. God.
Well, it's gonna happen once in this game.
Part of why I'm quite happy that we've accidented into this event. That fucking smug look in the Subaru portrait.
It was just... smooth. Is that what you mean? I actually see Subaru's synchro attack?
I think so.
Okay. What is it with her perching on this broken building?
Well, it's not broken, it's just partially constructed. At least it's not broken yet.
Not weird compared to the things other people in the theater ask me to do.
No, it's actually pretty bog standard, honestly.
Yeah. Full deedlies.
Yep. Yeah, I'm actually supposed to be looking for the masked woman. This was a fun diversion and surprisingly
I've been
took zero
watching
time.
your date
But
from the sidelines. I like the blonde one. She's got chutzpah. A little bit of that Texan moxie.
I'm gonna go check with Kayama because if I need information, it might be worthwhile checking with the actual guy who runs the intelligence division.
Yep.
Has he ever been useful at his actual job?
No.
Shinser, let's make this quick. I've had a revelation tonight.
The other reason I'm stopping by Kayama's is because, in addition to the other things unlocked by the codes I put in, so with the putting into those codes, we can now actually buy pictures for the Imperial Assault Force or Chat Noir. Imperial Assault Force is the Japanese team, Chat Noir is the Paris team.
Can we buy them all?
It is still one per visit, so we are not going to get all of them through the course of this game. Yeah, so these are the characters from the previous games. That is Sakura Shinguji. She is technically the titular Sakura of Sakura Wars, although it is also obviously referring to, Cherry Blossom, stuff like that. That is Li Koran. She's Chinese. She's the one that originally made the Kobu. That's a Hell Demon.
So, the typical child character?
Iris is way worse than the typical child character. She's psychic.
Yep.
So this is Kana Karishima. She's the sort of manly tomboy one.
Who punches sharks?
This is Sumire. She's the bitchy one of the Imperial Theater. This is Maria. She's a Russian sniper.
Look, we had to round out the team somehow.
This is Orihime Soleta. So she's from the second game. Basically, these... So Sakura... The first six you see here, Sakura, Sumire, Maria, Kana, Iris, and Koran, are the ones from the first game. Then some of them return for the second game, along with Orihime, and... God, that's a hell of a...
Milkstrasse?
Yeah, Rennie Milkstrasse. I think it's actually like Mischstrasse.
Yeah,
But
I wouldn't be
they-
surprised if I'm butchering that.
And they, well, no, like they added the L because of weird translation stuff going on. But yeah, so those two are from the next game, and then Chat Noir is games 3 and effectively 4. Sure, I hate life.
Yeah, weirdly enough, every photo we take of her has a pentagram burned into the back.
Yeah, so if we try and buy another photo now, he basically just says, like... Yeah, 1 per visit.
1 per visit. Can we literally leave the store, come back in, and buy a new one?
No, the 1 per visit thing basically means 1 per chapter.
Ah. Do the photos carry over between playthroughs?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, so that's how you're hypothetically supposed to get all of them?
Yes.
Yeah. It's a traditional visual novel kind of thing where pictures you unlock will stay throughout repeated playthroughs.
Additionally, if I recall correctly, Shinjiro's rank also actually stays. So the stars he gets for, like, you know, Ace, etc., actually do carry over between playthroughs, which is how you get Supernova Strike, because I think you have to have at least 10 stars to do it, which is not a possible thing to do in a single playthrough.
Ah.
Alright, so he had some general information, but nothing really helpful.
Look, he's got a lot on his mind. Mostly 5-foot-something of blonde bombshell. And some revelations about his life. They're good revelations, but it needs time to process. Okay, we gotta put a fence around this alleyway. I refuse to believe this is a different alleyway than the other 2 times.
Really? The same guy?
That was his brother. I mean, crap, man, that's his stomach plug on the ground back there. I mean, I don't even think that's technically possible with, like, bones and cartilage and... Oh, these guys. No. 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 Poke her away with a stick.
How old is that character?
Not old enough.
I believe Henri is 15 or 16. So, you know, still older than Rosita.
Yes.
God, the Little Lip Theater needs an HR department. An HR department that isn't Sunnyside.
So the 1920s, HR isn't a thing.
Ah, that's right. Human decency didn't get developed at least until the 1970s, and even then we still only have the prototype.
Let's see what's up in Chinatown.
Thank you, Hunter! It's had a taste for flesh. Soon it will have a taste for man. Another crime? Look, if there's 2 main exports of New York, it's crime and lesser crime. Skyscraper crime.
No, they occasionally export greater crime.
Dire crime? Now I'm just imagining a dire wolf walking on its hind legs in a business suit. Insider trading.
Fuck the police.
Diplomatic immunity.
In fairness, considering the police in this town.
Hey, look, the police in this town are still waged in a war with some remnants of the Bird faction. Not only do you have the human mob, the birds have mobbed up now. And yes, why not both is a perfect answer to that.
Let that one sink in for a minute.
They're transforming, but we don't have the budget for it. I love this chapter so much. Love this chapter so much. So stupid. Look, for all you know, she could have been carrying that as a coaster. Oh god.
From the looks of it.
I have some news, and never call me Shinkle again. I still am a samurai.
Unless you want to lose your shinkles.
Actually, I'm fairly certain she was using this as a coaster.
Yeah. Those are 5 ventés and 1 small vente.
Large. Starbucks is dumb.
Yes. Yes, it is. Did you expect an argument on that one?
No.
Or was that just kind of an affirmation?
Yes.
His name's not Mr. Wong, he's Tony, he's from Connecticut.
Also, her horse eats pork. I'm scared.
What if it gets a taste for long pork?
That's not the weirdest thing for a horse to eat.
Turns out it's man. Okay, so if we're studying her habits to find out where she's going to be, all we need to do is have Subaru threaten to shoot us.
It's not that Book of Five Rings. This is Sakura Wars Fantasy World Book of Five Rings, which is specifically about the Five Ring Warriors.
Also, there's a hyphen.
Also not a match for the Skeleton Warriors.
So if you look at conditions, Subaru is highly motivated. What a surprise. Also, Shinjiro's gotten the rank of hero. And if we go to check friendship,
Hunter, you're actively wrong. Names do not mean anything to the Japanese.
you can see here, we have super strong relationships with basically everybody.
Well, that's good. How to get everyone highly motivated? So everyone who's not highly motivated, we need to,
Well, the number of interactions we've had with everyone who isn't Subaru or Gemini can be counted on one finger.
Yeah, granted.
We just have not gotten the opportunity to talk with everybody for more than, like, a single thing. And that was Diana doing a weird but okay 180 on her stance on cross-dressing.
Actually, Hunter, the problem isn't names mean things to them, it's that names mean so many things to them, they might as well not have meaning. And when they use Western names, no, they don't.
You're right,
Also-
Karen, it didn't answer the question, and I never will.
Also, I would like to give the writers a rare moment of credit in their writing of Rosita, God help me for saying that, for not mentioning where she has the mark. Because one of the weaker writers in the room would have used that for another perf moment. And I don't need to put my fist through my very expensive 144 hertz monitor. Oh! Oh, I see how it is! In the immortal words of Timon from the Lion King Genesis game, it starts! Rosita, shut up and eat your Wheaties. In the next room. There are no Wheaties, go there anyway.
Wow, she actually left.
No, Cherry just came in.
Oh. Damn.
Not really, we're fine. It's not like people come here to see our acting anyways.
While you're in New York, be sure to see what is most likely one of the largest train wrecks of a performance I have ever in my professional career witnessed. 5 out of 5 stars, and my hand is going to be chopped off for writing that.
Gemini, feel
Also, Karen says her name wrong.
She might
Yes.
not be part of the Star Division, but she's still our friend, right?
Like, the voice acted line there actually said Gemini.
Yup.
You're saying that like the voice actresses didn't put care into their work.
If there was any less care put into
Well, okay,
it, the studio would have rotted under their feet.
here's the thing. Again, that's something that a voice director should have caught.
Yes.
Is that all? That's not even worth thinking about. You're a great leader.
Aha! I hear the sound of a masked hero approaching.
Indeed.
Ah. You're remarkably more deeper voiced than the last time we heard you, Masked Hero.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
Welcome, Shiv.
If you want to
Move
pop
around.
on Parsec, should have the invite waiting for you.
Uh-huh.
You have arrived just in time for the insanity to start.
Well, no, he missed the earlier insanity.
Oh no, that was separate insanity. That's ancillary insanity.
Importantly, we seem to have accidentally stumbled into the Subaru romance route.
Huh.
Yep.
Which apparently starts with a date and a dress.
Yeah, it starts with a date where you are in the peppermint gear, and also involves Karen hopping out of the bushes in Central Park to loudly yell objection.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I said,
While
that's
pointing.
ancillary.
Alright.
Don't
Look, if you thought we were going to get through this game without some kind of Phoenix Wright reference in regards to her, you're crazy.
Actually, I was expecting it. At some point.
What's actually really interesting about that, just so we're clear on this, is that is actually in the Japanese a Gyakuten Saiban reference.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not like something they just did to be cute for the American release. That was actually a reference to the Ace Attorney games in Japan.
You got this thing where people just naturally want to help you out.
It's like you're a lost, ugly puppy or something.
Okay, he's a lost, passably good-looking puppy. He doesn't have smush face like a bulldog, or he's not, noble like a greyhound. He's kind of in the middle. He's like a golden retriever.
Did you say shiny or shinny?
Shiny.
Neither would have been out of character.
No, that's why I had to ask.
What do you need to get?
Blown up, apparently.
Oh no, she's exploded with fashion.
Demons! What horrible timing!
I don't know what it is about that line, but
I think Gemini got caught in the explosion.
Ah well, nothing lost.
Oh no, there's a piece of rebar deep in the heart of Texas. Never mind.
Is that her? She sliced that robot in half. She certainly is a formidable warrior.
Hey, Shins, we should make friends with the weirdo.
I already did make friends with you, Rosita. Oh, you mean her.
You again.
Well, in fairness, she is actually weirder than Rosita in ways.
There's no
Most
time.
ways, actually.
Stay out of my way, or I'll be forced to dispatch you!
Leave him alone. I'll shoot you good.
Don't shoot! Shoot! Okay! Shock!
Out of my way! Move it!
It's nowhere near as cool as that would be, Hunter.
Yeah, hit my butt real hard though.
Never mention your butt
Shit.
again.
Did you see her face? Gemini? But how can that be? I mean, Gemini was here with us.
Is everyone okay?
Gemini! I thought you were blown to bits.
Nope. Okie dokie.
Somehow. Don't ask questions.
Thank goodness. I was afraid we'd lost you.
No, that asshole doorman broke my
As
fall.
long as you're here, let's go to Kitty's.
And then, you know, ended up on top of me.
Wow. You really get over things quickly. I guess that's not a bad thing.
Rosita wants to shop. Let's go.
Shinju.
Good, now she has her
about
priorities
that
straight.
swords war.
They would not let me in.
Those jerks. Well, we'll just go with you then. So, that swords woman. It was genuine, wasn't it?
I'm amazed nobody else can see it, to be honest.
I suppose it could have been her twin sister or something.
That would be stupid, Subaru. Don't make
That
jokes.
would be stupid!
Yes, she certainly did mention that she had a sister that she didn't know about until she moved to New York.
Shin, Subaru, we're ready to go.
In any event, now is probably not a good time to bring it up.
Sure, we'll go with that.
And no, Hunter, it's New York. They just assume everyone has a gun that walks in the door.
Yeah. Someone could walk in with a Kalashnikov strapped to their back and they wouldn't care.
The gun or the person?
Both. Human trafficking again, Marv? Yup, human trafficking. Also, I need new pants. I'm getting a little chuffy in the butsy.
This almost seems like a good idea.
Nah.
Ah, steaks. You want to know what's sad?
Hmm.
If that line had been voice acted, it probably would have been a better representation of Mexico than we get from Rosita.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Granted, that's like entering a high jump contest and being told to jump over this toothpick on the ground, but... Yes! Steaks! Yes, eat Rosita. Devour the child.
Picture everyone's response to Rosita.
Yep, I am ignoring you now.
So is that for Gemini or for Karen?
The
Oh, what,
doodly-doo was for Karen.
Yeah.
The deedly-dees always correspond to the person in the picture.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we lost a little bit with Karen, but that's like a drop in the bucket.
Important note: the masked woman is Jiminy's older sister, not twin. Older sister.
She's here to get revenge for something.
Well, she didn't say how much older. Sure. All right. I'm gonna disappear for a bit.
Alrighty. Means her sister doesn't brush her teeth, and it's fucking disgusting.
Ew.
Oh, hey, Shiny. I thought you went home already. Yeah, I was kind of hoping I could talk to you some more. Come on in. You want some tea? Sunnyside gave me some real nice Japanese tea leaves. Say, have you ever gotten really homesick since you've been here?
I think about Japan every day. This country is fucking insane.
Yeah, New York's a fun place, but maybe not the best town for me. Here you go. Careful, it's piping hot.
Back when we were talking about my lap! My lap! Ah!
I want to go back to Texas. Ever since I got here, I've been trying to act like a real New Yorker.
I shot someone on the subway, I pushed someone to the side on the
No matter
sidewalk.
how hard I try, I don't fit in. Meanwhile, Texas has wide open spaces, clear skies, cows, horses, everything. And everyone there gets me, you know? I can't say as much for the people here. Well, I mean, I like you and all, but I just don't think I can stay here anymore. I'm sorry. Well, my master told me to. He said that if anything ever happened to him, I should head straight for the Big Apple.
That seems oddly specific.
Specific.
Yeah.
Tell the truth, I came here hoping to get revenge, just like my sister. My master was the best. He taught me sword fighting and treated me like family.
Oh, here we go.
He was really tough, but sweet, until somebody killed him. Your luck's run out, Mifune. Now you die. Master!
Gemini, take this.
The Book of Five Rings! No, that belongs to me now!
I will never let you have it. Not at the cost of my life.
What?
Oh, that accent.
Master! Master, no! You can't die!
Gemini, farewell!
Ah! Master!
I always told him fighting at the edge of the waterfall was going to get him killed one day. Damn his
And
hubris.
just like he told me before he died, I came to New York.
I'm falling. You're falling. Oh, whale.
But after I met the Star Division folks, I started to wonder if that was really the answer. My master never actually told me to get revenge or anything, just to come to the city. No? You might be right.
Full deedlies.
Oh yeah, I have something I want to show you, Shiny. This, my master gave it to me. What's this character say?
Says idiot.
Said it represents the best part of me.
Oh, I remember this part. Her master, ladies and gentlemen. Summed up in a single picture. That's the character. But I don't remember if there's a thing to lie to her about that or not. If you do like low,
You can choose not to respond.
it
That's
means something poetic.
that's the best you get.
Okay.
Oh, don't you start, Larry.
Should I stay or should I go now?
If I stay, there will be trouble.
If I go, there will be double.
Mostly just trying to make up for the points I lost by actually telling her that character means butt.
Look, you worked for the 1920s equivalent of a strip mall dojo.
What's great is, strictly speaking, that was not actually her master being a perv.
You're saying butt has some sort of secret meaning?
Yes. Larry,
Nowadays-
we ride.
See, nowadays, you see somebody dressing up in that kind of getup and going out in the middle of the night, they're working their way through law school.
Gemini.
Take that one in.
Geminin. God. Damn it.
That's my name. Don't you dare forget it. And you must be Shinjiro Taiga. You're exactly as Gemini described. All too well. She's too kind. Kindness is a weakness. It is my sworn duty to avenge my master. All my training has been for this sole purpose. And she's already given up her own quest. That's her choice. But, as Mifune's student, I am honor-bound to complete this mission.
Yes, her name is Jiminin. Jiminin.
Precisely. You are samurai, are you not? Surely you understand. You think your skills are even close to mine? Don't make me laugh!
I love she's got the stereotypical, like, rival dialogue. And her voice actor's just giving it all for the Texas accent during it.
Yep.
No! And that's what makes you weak. Your enemies
Mega
will show
blocks
no
on
mercy.
Legos are less awkward than
You're
this.
all alone. I'm not gonna kill you. Look after my sister. She's the only family I have left.
Well, I am the
But
horse.
my
The horse is
enemies
closer
love
family
the
than my
dark.
sister is.
And dawn
I would assume so.
comes on quickly.
It's her horse's
Geminin.
that horse is a horse's brother. Or that horse, I'm not sure.
Geminin Jago.
So what happened since I was gone?
We met Jiminy's older sister, Jiminin.
And Gemini is thinking about going back to Texas because she doesn't want to get.
And weirdly, when Jiminin showed up, we went to go wake up Jiminy and let her know that her sister was around, and Jiminy wasn't there. Where could she have gone?
Clark, where's Superman? Superman, where did Clark go? He was just here. But wait, it gets better.
Oh, and also, Jiminy's master gave her a scroll with a character on it that he said was her best trait, and the character said "but."
Wait, who gave her?
Her master, Mifune.
Her master, the one she came to Texas at the behest of after he died, and his last request was, if I die, go to New York.
Right.
He gave her a scroll, just had a big character, Japanese character on it that said "but."
Right.
A lot of really stereotypical stuff, and then she rode off on the horse. Alright,
Kendo
get out your
practice.
stereotype bingo cards, kids.
Well, in fairness, he is a samurai.
No, not the offensive racial stereotype, but the anime stereotype. I know you have 2 bingo cards going right now. Try and keep up.
Who?
Look, there's a lot that first one covers. And no, Hunter, I'm not insinuating that Clark Kent and Superman are the same person. That's foolish. I'm just saying you don't see both of them in the same place at the same time. That's how we conclusively know that Barack Obama is not Batman. Ah, yes, this is where we finally get to learn about her master.
I mean, don't get me wrong, her master was absolutely a fucking perv. But the butt symbol is not just him being a perv.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei! Saw that third option, that's the god. Damn it. Things Gemini's master taught her about sword fighting. You will do 70% of your sword fighting around a steel pole mounted to a stage.
Make sure your clothes are made of paper mache.
I'm gonna be face palming this entire time, so if you hear that, like, slap of pain on face, you know where it's going.
What's going on is we went... In the morning we woke up and Jiminy asked us to go do some kendo training with her in the park, and then we found out that her master is a fucking pervert.
Yeah, we are learning exactly what her training under her master looked like. And every time we do, I wonder more and more how she got the skill to cleave a police car in half. Yeah, this is also the part where you can either be a creep or tank your relationship points with, Gemini.
Technically speaking, you could take, like, the neutral choices, which don't lose you as much, which is what I'm trying to do, but...
Yes. Also, I slightly exaggerate. You lose some points, but it's possible to lose those points and still get highly motivated, I think, with her.
Yeah.
Like with everybody, there's one big rush of points and feelings before the actual fighting starts.
Well, that makes sense.
You gotta really try or really not be trying to get the highly motivated on whoever the focus of the chapter is. And that's pretty much the case in all the Sakura Wars games. Okay, Hunter, I will gladly give up those points. I will just pour them right into the gutter. Where they belong.
Now that I think about it, do they have to give the character a Fu Manchu?
Mr. Wall?
Like, no, your name is Clarence. Your name is Clarence. You're blonde on your driver's license. I know Sunnyside's an asshole and lets you get away with this, but I'm not. Look, Twitch.tv is more of a sacred mystic art than any kind of exact science. You just kind of roll with it, Hunter. Twitch giveth and Twitch taketh away. Dollhouse furniture. I'll go get the peppermint costume. That's really not necessary. He's already gone.
Oh, right. I forgot this is all contained within the village.
In a shocking twist, we find out that Geminin actually whittles tiny dollhouse furniture. It's her weird anime quirk. It substitutes for actual personality.
As opposed to all the other weird anime quirks she already has.
Moving on.
Wait, what? Okay. What?
I just carried these with me in my briefcase for no reason.
Yeah, I got her acquitted after she was accused of these bunch of murders where somebody, like, left dollhouse dioramas at the scene of the crime depicting the murders. They really looked like her for some reason, but I was able to successfully acquit her. She keeps making me these dolls of everyone in the theater. If you'll excuse me. Grabs a chain, grabs the motorcycle. I've made a mistake! The demons start attacking this chapter. She comes back covered in blood, drops a chain at the door. I'll clean that up later.
Oddly enough, your random tangents are better writing than what's actually in this game.
Yeah. If I have a hobby, I make Shin dress in the peppermint outfit.
I thought that was everyone's hobby.
It is. Doesn't mean that you can't have a hobby. It's a shared hobby between everyone. It's a common ground that they have. Why did she air quote wood? So many pieces of wood over here. Diana's weird. It's all the pork I've been feeding him. Makes his coat real lustrous. Also, any of you seen the homeless guy that used to live out behind my building? He ain't there no more.
Give me your shit.
Rosita, where did you get a brooch?
I found it on the shelf.
Ah, great, we're all shocked now.
Horses can go up and down stairs.
Yeah.
They can't go downstairs backwards, but they can go up and down stairs.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll be away from Mike 1 second.
No worries.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Huh.
What's up?
I realize it's probably just a slip of the tongue on Karen's part, and it's not actually meaning anything, but it's interesting that she refers to it as, an article on the New York Combat Review, and not the Little Lip Theater.
Because it's not about the Little Lip Theater. It's literally about the New York Combat Review.
Like, covering the demons and stuff?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I assume they don't actually cover up the fact that there is a New York Combat Review, just that the New York Combat Review and the Little Lip Theater are the same thing.
Exactly.
It's kind of hard to cover up giant robots fighting in the middle with demons in the middle of your city.
Yeah, like, the combat reviews aren't a secret. The secret is that the combat review is the Little Lip Theater troupe.
I mean, never mind the fact that the Max from said giant robots launch from under the Little Lip Theater as it rises out of the ground, but, you
That
know.
doesn't mean anything.
And 4 buildings drop into the earth in front of it to make room for the giant catapult. well, glad that's over. Hey, Shinster! Ah, Sunnyside, how much did you see? Nothing. I didn't see you playing with your dolls. Good.
Ha. Well, that's a long form answer that is interesting, but not all that important. Horses can and do eat meat, but it's not terribly.
It's not good for them.
Not really. They can't process meat protein basically through their liver as well.
Yeah.
Larry's just got the hunger.
It is somewhat common practice in some cultures, however, to feed them the occasional thing: fish, chicken, other little bits of things, depending. But it's never a staple part of their diet, because it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Photo 2 or 3, I'm not sure.
This will be photo 2 for these, but I'm getting a Chat Noir one, so it'll be the first Chat Noir photo, so I can talk about these ones.
I figured that would be the case.
So these are the members of the Paris review.
Okay, go on.
So here's Erica Fontaine. She's sort of the primary character of the 3rd and 4th games. She's effectively the leader of the Paris review. This is Glycine. She is the top star of Chat Noir and also fucking crazy. This is Lobelia Carlini, certainly not Safiria.
Another one of those?
This is Tatamizer Jean Kitoji Hanabi. She's Japanese and French, can you tell?
Wow.
And this is Kakaliket, we're not going to talk about her.
Why does she have a tail and ears?
Shut up.
Because Japan, now shut your fucking
Shut
mouth.
up.
I know where you live. If you see something, say nothing and drink to forget.
It's important to note, as much as I dislike Rosita, Kakaliket is worse.
Also, if you've played Project X Zone for the 3DS, Project X Zone actually has 2 different teams from Sakura Wars, and now that we finally met the other half of the second team, the second team is Gemini Sunrise and what was her name? The leader of the combat review from...
Erica?
Yeah, Erica Fontaine.
Yeah.
And yes, Hunter, that's a costume. She had ears under her ears.
Yes, that's just a costume.
Yes, no, she is not an animal girl. The world is not that weird in Sakura Wars. However, we're not talking about Kakaliket. Shut the fuck up.
I think I've heard this song entirely too much.
That person in the green dress has been stuck mid-step for 6 chapters now. Is there something wrong with her? Is there a time plot going on?
Gotta go trigger, like, one more thing to happen, I guess. Actually, let's go back to the Bay Area.
Is it on top of this construction site again?
Cilantro.
Okay. Now it is finally 10:30, so people will actually be at the goddamn theater. And no, Hunter, Rosita never stops eating.
Remember, Rosita's a garbage disposal someone stuck springs onto the bottom of and guns to the side.
Okay, so first things first. What?
I was gonna say, standing right there. Is your vision based on movement like some sort of Japanese T-Rex? I got these tiny arms and my shinobi honor.
Right.
It's even worse than that, Hunter. Like, quite literally, they asked him to bring Jiminy a towel, and then said, there's some bath towels somewhere around here, but all we got right now is this, like, face cloth, so you could bring that to her. Sorry, give me a second here.
Yep, that's fine. Now, to be fair, the counter argument to that is this is Cherry. This is her life's ambition, is to set up awkward situations and then laugh her ass off about it. This is the role she has chosen for life, and she will play it to the end.
Okay. Sorry, I was just checking on a thing. We dropped some frames at some point. Making sure that things were still being stable.
Do you folks like coffee?
From the
Little
hills?
Lip Theater?
From the hills of New York?
Chapter is just jam-packed with extra stuff to do.
It is one of the later chapters, so it does make sense.
Yeah. How did you get that picture?
I'm fairly certain this involved a crime.
Really certain this involved her literally just like waiting for an hour while watching her sleep through the lens of the camera.
Alright, everybody ready to make some coffee?
Oh, I'm making some coffee.
Saying like it's going to be a minigame or Oh, for fuck's sake.
Minigames!
So spin a D-pad?
Yes, but this one is even more annoying. Because you're not actually supposed to do that fast.
Hmm.
Nope. said, hey, you got any photos? And I said, no, we're out of photos.
Yeah.
I've got the original set. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Moving right along. Okay, now to prevent horrible pervy things from happening.
To prevent horrible pervy things from happening?
To minimize the amount of pervy things that are about to happen. Why did the sinister serial killer music start up when we start talking about Subaru's fan letters?
It's not just on stream, Hunter. I try to minimize the pervy stuff in general, even when I play this game for myself. Except for the ones from Sunnyside and Kayama.
Okay. Whoa, okay. Not inaccurate, Super. This is a really schizophrenic conversation, I gotta say.
Well, that took a while.
Yeah.
Well, it's because they're looking for you to do a certain number of things, and then that triggers the end of the conversation and the interactive part. But it's not intuitive what those things are. It's some Eldritch combination of eyes, hair, suit, hair, eyes, blah, blah, blah.
Dropping a save state real quick, because I'm trying to remember where the actual towels are. There they are.
There we go.
think there's a different towel.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're actual ones that are referred to as bath towels in here. The three options are like the crappy one that Cherry hands you, the face towel, or the bath towel.
yeah, I think those are actually backstage, so I'm gonna head back there again. I think I just got sidetracked because of the Subaru interaction. There we go.
Yep.
We'll come back later because we can do more stuff.
She can soak in the hot spring for another hour or two.
Yes, Michael Sunnyside literally set the New York Combat Romeo emergency alarm to go off if somebody opens his journal. There you go. There's the importance of this symbol that her master sent to her.
Ah.
What? Jiminy is Jiminin? That can't be possible.
No, certainly not. So her butt can seal away the demon lord. I'm thinking about this too much. Well, that was a quick turnaround. Right, gain very hot blood around here.
Uh-huh. Sunnyside just in the back like, oh, for fuck's sake. The both of them. No.
We literally just came to that revelation outside in the garden. Why are you acting surprised now?
Shinjiro has terrible short-term memory.
It keeps
He's
getting
taking
hit in the
a lot of
head.
Yep. He's taking a lot of head wounds. I've tacitly allowed this because I don't give a shit and it's funny to me.
That would, in a strange way, be better reasoning.
Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. This is what I've been waiting for. Time Lord! The real last survivor of Texas.
Well, I'm back in time just for 2 bits of stupid.
Did you catch the heart thing?
Yep.
Thank you. Oh.
Right, so you're saying we need to cut out her second heart, and that'll balance everything. What? No, she didn't. That's gross.
And Hunter, that is exactly what they're implying, that she absorbed her twin in the womb, but still has the second heart.
I don't... It's not...
It's implied.
Maybe, kind of, like, that's one way to interpret it. I think it's just... I don't think they were going that far. They're just being fucking bizarre.
It's a really minor case of Siamese twins.
Wait, okay. Ratchet, I like your work. I like what you're doing, but let's think about this for a second. You had no problems bringing Rosita in, who was an amoral, literally whips out guns in the middle of a crowded city street bounty hunter.
Yeah, but she's not obsessed with revenge.
Ah, for the love of Pete. The double standards of this company, if converted into nickels, could build a foundation for like 3 mega companies. Are you really surprised he knew about everything? Wow!
That's a bit extreme.
Yeah, 1920s.
Yep. No, sadly, that is the state of psychiatric medicine in the 1920s. We're gonna blast the shit out of her with lightning until she shapes up. No, I am. I'm literally doing more to defend this city than you, considering the only thing you do is sit in the rolly chair and fuck with the alarm system.
And finance this entire operation.
I'm not entirely convinced he's got access to the pocketbook, because otherwise he'd be buying kitschy Japanese shit on the regular and filling his house like a goddamn hoarder.
No. That's the skyscraper next to his house.
Because he gets off on a technicality does not mean he's not doing it. The point is, Sunnyside is one of the worst commanders.
I mean, you're not wrong in that respect.
Kind of, except not really. Like it's pretty clear from this conversation that they never actually intended to do that. They were just saying it to make Shin go handle it.
When has Shin ever shown a reluctance to handle it when somebody says, "Hey Shin, can you go handle it?"
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure why they're going all this far.
No, Sunnyside literally just gets off on abuse of power.
Except he doesn't ever, like, actually abuse
his power. He just likes to treat people like shit.
For
vague Xanatosian purposes that don't mean shit. I have always hated him, and I always will hate him.
You're in an awful rush. What's wrong?
I laugh in the same way I laugh when Jerry tortures Tom.
No problem. I'm just finishing up here anyway.
This, by the way, is a backdrop we very rarely get to see. It only shows up like 2 or 3 times in the entire game.
Yeah.
Sure thing.
The sewing room.
It doesn't seem like something that'd be an appropriate backdrop for much, so I can kind of understand that.
Oh, guess what? I told everyone I was gonna join the Star Division. And Karen got this huge smile on her face. It was great.
I believe you call it a shit-eating grin.
Lots of pressure lately. Not feeling so great, you know?
It's like I've got a lot of steam built up inside.
So long as
Magic
you never
steam.
give up on your dream, it'll pay off someday.
Feel like I could
This
cut a
is what
car
my
in
master
half.
had in mind for me all along.
Not like a bus, more like, I don't know, cop car maybe? Just throw that out there.
The other night. After what you said, I started thinking, why would he want me to come here? And I think that somehow, he knew I'd be happy. One time he told me that the first word he learned when he came here was happiness.
I refuse to believe the first word he learned when he came here was not
He said
fuck
that
you.
as long as you're happy, you can do anything. He loved making people happy. So I figure that's what he wanted for me. And he knew I'd find it in New York. So now I'm happy.
Jimmy, you are so dumb.
I know. She's still after our master's killer. But that's not what he would want. I'm sure of it. Mifune always told me, punish the offense, pity the offender. My sister will understand that. I want to find a way to make her happy too. I want her to realize there's better things than revenge. I'll make her see it.
Oh, she went negative again.
Yep.
I will do no such thing. My only purpose in life is revenge.
Geminin smash! Bam!
Jiminy,
Then she flips over a car.
how else could you abandon your task? But I will never surrender. I will kill whoever stole my master's happiness. Why else did Mifune teach me the way of the sword?
Because he was a pervert and he wanted an excuse to grope you. We've covered this.
Larry, come
how Lara is just always waiting off screen.
I have no use for Gemini any longer. I don't need her to seek my vengeance. Gah!
Well, that was the thing.
So, Sunnyside, I kind of fucked up.
It turns out that a trained samurai is not indeed a good therapist.
But was it Gemini? But she's like using a lot of weird, non-Texan appropriatisms. Yeah, okay, I got this. Does she have the horse? Oh God.
I work here, lady.
I don't have full control over this body. It seems Gemini's still in here somewhere. But as
My
long
heart.
as I'm here, it's the perfect opportunity to gather information. I wake up every morning to the thought of finding my master's killer. Finally, this body is
So I
returned
assume
to its
Gemini,
rightful
or Gemini and Gemini, you get the point.
Gemini.
Two, Gemini have the same, what's it called? Like-dislike thing.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, they are
There's
not.
no
They are not two
separation.
separate people. They are, but they aren't for the purposes of relationship.
Then try.
There are a few points in the game where they literally, or where they try and like have you balance out what Gemini wants versus what
You know
Gemini
you
wants. But it's very few and far between. Most of the time, you're dealing with
My master's
Gemini.
killer. Now's my chance. You're coming with me.
You're late, Mr. Tiger, and you aren't even in uniform. What were you doing?
Where are they? Where's the enemy?
Ah, hello, Gemini.
Just calm down. Remember, you're still in training. All I want to know is where the bastard is so I can kill him.
You are scaring me, Gemini. Are you mad at us? Did I do something wrong?
Yes.
Your aura's not normal. What happened to you?
Just shut up and tell me where the demon is. Who are you? Because you're certainly not Gemini.
Everyone quiet down. Look at this.
Checking this shit out.
I have a computer.
She's just standing on the bridge.
Yep.
They're massing near the Brooklyn Bridge. Well, shall we?
All I see is a bunny rabbit with a scythe.
Out of my way! Those monsters are gonna pay!
Do you have any idea how to fly a giant robot?
To be fair, she's cut giant robots in half with a sword on a horse, so I don't think it really matters.
She cut a police car in half.
I'm pretty
No
sure
matter
she
what
doesn't
she
need
asks
the
for,
giant
Tom.
robot.
Yeah.
Yep, they refused to do 2 different missions.
Yep.
Shut up!
Animation.
Yep.
How did you block that attack?
Picture clouds
Right.
every move that you make. On top of that, Jiminy's sword is much sharper than yours.
And that's where the budget ended.
Yep.
Let go of your anger. Whatever skills your master taught you, they did not arise from hatred.
Shut up,
It's
shut
an
up, shut
interesting cut.
Yep.
I don't get it.
Also, she's apparently just sliding on hover boots.
Such is the skill of a true samurai.
Master,
Remember, your master trained you for something greater than revenge.
shut up! Master, forgive me. Mifune. Why did you just parry my attacks? Why didn't you fight back?
Because honestly, you fight like a third grader. This would not have been fair.
Your master actually trained you bad. It's a joke.
Master, why are you looking at me like that? Is it because I was
Look, just because he showed you a couple movies on Steam HS. Where they capture an image in Steam and then play it back.
Gemini, you're filled with impure thoughts. You can never master the sword that way.
You're one to talk.
Mister, you're far too strong. There's no way I could ever beat you.
I guess pure perversion is a type of pure thoughts.
Surrender your desire.
Zenran Kagero's taught me anything, that's the
Jealousy,
purest man thought.
hopelessness, all born from desire. I know how hard it is to exist as you do, but you can't let it get to you. As long as you cling to those desires, you'll never be happy.
Master,
The way of the sword is your path to happiness, but only if you remain strong.
Oh god, this accent.
Good! Then move on.
I think this accent is revenge.
hey sis, did Master smile at you?
Also, I'm a ghost now. I'm a Steam ghost.
Hello, Mifune lives in my heart, and he's always smiling at me. He doesn't want us to live in hatred. Don't you agree? Jimmy, I'm glad we finally got to meet. I have a real sister now. You have no idea how makes me. So, why don't we just stop living for revenge? We can be happy together, can't we? We both live together as one person. Mifune understood that. And so does Shiny. And everyone in the Star Division will understand too. They'll accept us.
Well, of course they will. You get 2 employees for the price of 1.
Yeah.
Right? The greatest revenge you could ever have is simply to be happy.
Perhaps you may be right. Master,
Gemini and Gemini, you two are now one. You can finally discover happiness together.
Now kiss.
Turns out, when you are a Force Ghost, you can go into all the women's bathrooms you want, and nobody sees you. Because they don't have the Force.
It sure was.
Go to hell, you creepy old man.
Isn't it?
I felt him smile.
The end of this heartwarming tale. I actually got to take off.
Alrighty.
There you go.
You've seen the dumbest parts. It's all downhill from here on out.
Yeah, from here it's just battle, basically.
Carry on in my spirit.
Finally understand.
I will, Shivanin.
Oh, she's real
I actually got a groan out of him. I'm happy with that.
She looks happy. Anyway, let's get going, Shiny. Everyone's waiting for us, right? Sis said she wants to honor me and use our sword for righteousness. I'm not alone anymore. I've got you guys, and my sister will always be here.
I get the body on Saturdays.
All right.
Somebody move the trapeze!
And no, Hunter, fixing split personality does not indeed cover up murder. That's Sunnyside's job.
Pretty much.
Yeah, money and a almost godlike sway over the populace. Or the politicians in New York.
How's everyone else doing? So about that whole electroshock therapy thing.
Stars. The ultimate warrior. Yes. Now we will destroy our enemies.
Yeehaw! You guys can count on me.
Well, that was painful.
Oh, the sun! Everything's on fire.
She had both a gun and a sword.
Come on.
No.
No, I think she just has the sword and the little gimpy robot hand.
She has a sword and a smoke machine.
Ah.
Who doggy. So yeah.
So looking at everyone's conditions, Subaru, Diana, and Jiminy are all highly motivated.
Well, that's good.
And we can finally see Jiminy on the friendship track.
Hooray! We can make a full pentagram.
She has an incredibly strong relationship with Subaru somehow.
For some reason.
I think she's the only person that Subaru wasn't directly a bitch to.
Pretty much.
Note that one of the conditions for the Supernova Strike, or for rank 10 and thus the Supernova Strike, is that everyone has to have perfect relation with everyone else.
Yeah.
Including all the pilots having relations to all the other pilots.
Is this a matter of seeing the certain scenes and not seeing other ones or something?
Yes, it is a matter of almost perfectly handling every situation for maximum point value. Including the strategic pissing off of people at certain points to unlock dialogue other places.
So for this combat, we're entirely going to be in jet mode.
God, I wish. As weird as that sounds.
Jiminy, are you okay? You had us worried sick. Don't ever do that again.
Oh, Karen, it's you! Thank goodness you're okay!
Yeah, that doesn't sound okay.
Finally, a decent opponent shows up. I was getting worried there.
That's him. That's the demon that killed me, Finet.
That Numa. Is that you, masked woman? Student of an old fool? So what? You want revenge now? Go ahead and try. Your master didn't scream when he died, but you will.
Flicks the wings slightly as she's flying by, bisects her.
Yes, Hunter, I actually mentioned that in like the first episode when this demon showed up. That's a male.
Yep. That's a man,
I'll
baby.
destroy you, but not for myself. Not for revenge.
For
Also,
the
it's-
pay they're giving me to do this job.
Also, it's patently untrue. We know for a fact your master did, in fact, scream when he died. He mostly yelled, "Rah!" as he jumped off the fucking waterfall.
Yeah.
I fight on behalf of my friends and the people of New York.
And Saks Fifth Avenue, because sponsorships.
You really think you stand a chance against me? I can't wait to see this.
So I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Most of the Kobu designs are just like a color design and everything. I really like Gemini's Kobu just for the bitchin' hot rod flames they painted on it.
My one disappointment is that she doesn't wear the cowboy hat inside the Kobu.
Yeah, we can't have it. I'm disappointed the robot doesn't wear the cowboy hat. To be honest, that would be perfectly in keeping with this game.
Now they want their giant robots to look realistic. So you start with 2 mechs and then free the rest of them.
This one gets really complicated.
So you start with 2 mechs, and there's a bunch of buttons around. Some of them are the ones that are tied to the devices keeping them in chains. Some of them are bombs. There is literally no way to tell them apart.
Are they random every time?
No idea. Okay, let's start with this. And stratagem. Go to tie.
So walk on top of that button and hope something happens. You might have freed Rosita.
No, all we do is weaken the binding. So now that we've hit the button, now we can actually go up and destroy the binding.
Well, at least it doesn't do that much damage.
Yeah.
And it works off the same principle as pushing things as in this. Or do you actually have to end your movement there?
No, you don't have to end your movement there. It doesn't, unlike the pushing things, it does not actually, getting that animation basically counts as an action, quote unquote, because you took damage.
Okay.
So you don't get to, like, infinitely run around.
Okay, so it's not as literally broken as the,
Yeah.
Oh, you managed to find a good amount of the explosives at least. So
Yeah,
just get
so-
out of
Kind of the real trick to this one is you basically just don't pay attention to the enemies.
Ah.
You pretty much just run around and hit the bombs as much as you can.
That makes sense considering the effective timer they have you on for this.
Yeah.
One of the saving graces of this is that that both Taiga, just because he's earned so many levels, and Gemini, because if you've done things right and haven't screwed up, she's highly motivated right now. Like, at the max value.
They barely take any damage.
Yeah. So
Yeah. So despite having a swarm of stuff, it just doesn't do it all that much.
Essentially.
And if you're following Bog's strategy, you haven't gone into the attack style and are either in neutral or preferably defense, so you still have access to heal.
Yeah. For a while, I usually find it's not worth going into the attack style except against the actual bosses themselves.
Yeah.
So it was like that one there.
Yeah, basically.
And then just leaving the area.
Yeah, well, I mean, you have to kind of come back through, because each one of these goes to a specific...
Okay, you don't have to.
Yeah,
actually-
that's the,
No,
that's
you,
the
no,
other,
it's a single one. You destroy one, and you get the whole set, so...
yeah, that's the other saving grace of this one is they show you 4 lanterns and you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to blow up all these lanterns, but then you go like, ah, no, just have to blow up one, the rest go. And it gets easier even with a single person freed, because now you have 3 people.
Yeah, action economy increases as time goes, essentially.
Yeah.
We'll send Karen over this way.
Point blank in the robot kidneys. Now, I won't say the problem, but one of the weaknesses of this is there's a couple characters who you just will not get to highly motivated in this chapter. There's no physical way to do it. So they become the weak points of your plan.
Kinda.
I mean, like I said, it's not a problem per se, but it's just one of the things to keep in mind. As long as you're being vigilant about healing and whatnot. Thanks for calling me here, Shiny. Ah, a hammer! That is a terrible spot to come down on. And now for the Diana counter. Well, I don't know if the engine would really support it. I would have liked if, like, Diana just got more healing out of her regular heal action than other people did. And I know her passive benefit that she gets is she gets the area attack because of the birds.
Yeah.
But... Also, I apologize for the dropped frames. Not much we can do about it.
Yeah.
As with last week, we are in the home stretch anyway, so any fiddling and attempting to fix it at this point would take more time than just getting through the actual mission. And it doesn't look like we're dropping that many? It's noticeable, certainly.
So you said something, and now we're down to 0 kbps.
Rabble. No, Hunter, it's not your connection. While we do some technical support.
Let me know when you've made a decision.
Okay, should be back up now.
The joys of internet.
Okay.
Enemy
Falconers? Tony Braxton is Ada.
All the ouchies.
Oh, jeez.
I legitimately can't remember if I've been to this one or not.
I don't think we've saved Rosita, but I don't remember which one Rosita
Yeah,
is.
I don't know which one Rosita is.
Oh,
There it
nope.
is.
There we go. Okay.
So there's part 1.
Well, that was simple.
Yep. Who cares about the robots?
Yeah, it's pretty much ignore enemies, run face into buttons until you find the 4 that matter. And now we get to fight Garan, the monster we fought at the very beginning of the game.
Yep. So powerful. Oh no, now we're stuck in time just like the woman in the green dress.
They're not even hitting near me. They're like 10 feet away.
Damage via intimidation.
God damn it!
You're trying to hurt my friends. The people I love. I will not allow it.
Also, notably, they customized that Kobu really quickly for her.
Yep.
Stay your friends. Is New York so
Well,
So,
sort.
Sunnyside did mention that he's been, like, scouting out Gemini as a prospective pilot for a while.
Yes, but they're not going to build a unique Kobu for every prospective pilot.
You're telling me Sunnyside didn't do that? For
Yes!
every prospective pilot?
Yes, because Mr. Wong wouldn't do that.
Mr.
Yeah.
Wong's job is to dress up like a racist Asian caricature and work on the mechs. That's the only two things, and he gets paid obscenely well for that.
Yeah, and when Sunnyside is like, I need you to build a mech for every prospective member, Mr. Wong would have been like, fuck you.
Well, look, he built the frame, and then when Sunnyside was sure it was going to be, you know, Gemini, sure, quote unquote, before Taiga came here, it's like, you know, just put the hot rod flames on it.
As long as I'm here with them.
I can more see that than anything else.
Well, yeah, but they'll have to customize it to match her fighting style.
Part of me now.
He just has a. I mean, she uses a sword. He just has a sword lying around, probably. He
No,
throws
it's a
these
very
on mechs
specific
all the
sword.
time.
It is a very specific sword, in the same way that Shinjiro's Kobu has swords designed to be like his set of swords.
Yep.
Up till now, you've been the one helping me. I just returned the favor.
What a cool thing to say! You're like a real superhero.
Thanks. I've been practicing.
now we've gathered the 6 warriors. The New York combat review is complete.
No, we need like a 7th and an 8th.
The horse counts.
One of us.
Us.
Gooble
Wow.
gobble. Gooble gobble.
Okay, Shin. I think this
Hunter, guns don't count.
New York Combat Review, Star Division. It's showtime!
Remember, Hunter, guns have never killed me.
People, on the other hand.
Huh. As if. None of you will make it out of here alive. This isn't a battle. It's a massacre.
Well, yes, those extra laser blasts did have to go somewhere, and there's an astounding number of dead people. But no one we care about.
Yes, sir.
Garan.
So Garan here is very similar to when we fought it way back in the first chapter. It does have the extra guns down at the bottom, and essentially, like, all the numbers are higher, but that's really about it.
Yep. So I
First
take it the
things
first
first.
strategy is to blow up the tank on the back so it can't heal,
Uh-huh.
just like last time.
And we're actually going to go back to the flexible stratagem so I can use super moves.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Raging Tiger!
Watch out when we go down.
Big head, no more. Die! Heaven's demon. Cannon burial.
You forgot the sound effects.
Oh no, New York!
Die!
Well, that was certainly...
Yeah, so that's another thing that does happen.
Well, at least that's gone.
Yeah.
Enemy defeated.
Oh, that's all it takes to actually get it to...
Yeah, it's just an
Go.
attack. You don't actually have to fully destroy it to get it to release.
Yeah.
Okay, that's less annoying at least.
This might hurt. Shun.
Fire horse! Told you he was a member of the team. Good horse, good horse, good horse. He's good.
There goes the steam unit, so it'll no longer have its annoying ass healing.
Yep.
So the basically practically first thing you kill all the time.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, that has hit points.
Yep.
That's
I mean, that's
main-
it's the dark core. It is.
Yeah.
If you destroy that, the fight is over.
Yeah. But at the same time, leaving anything else alive does,
The camera controls for this game are such garbage.
Well, the camera controls are particularly terrible here, so.
Nope, she's down.
Yeah, nothing I could do about that. She didn't even get a turn, so.
Yep. God damn.
I mean, is what it is. Like I said, all the numbers are much higher because you've got a full team now, so.
Yep. I remember this was one of the things that I hated about this game back when we first played it, was the boss fights are literally just pray to God the RNG doesn't screw you over.
at least when you get to this stage.
Basically.
We were getting a little bit of that in the last one, too. Just the sheer number of attacks that boss could do.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not still in Magic Pixel.
No.
Enemy
No.
You know what? Screw it.
Or gonna try and hammer down the Dark Core itself.
Well, it just Shinjiro can't really get into position to actually hit anything worthwhile.
Yeah.
Mm.
Here I come!
Yes! This city.
That is one of the nice things about the super move that Diana has. It's also a full heal for herself.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about, like, oh, I need all my super energy for this, so I can't heal her. Like, no, you just get a full heal, too.
Nope.
Now did I?
Yep.
Yep. And there goes the crown.
Yep.
Blow up your stupid hat.
Enemy de-
And that gun goes.
enemy de-
There's a lot of parts on this thing.
Yes.
I mean, again, you don't actually have to destroy all of them. It's just
It's
advisable to do so because attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole reason Karen and Rosita aren't here is because they literally got comboed to death before
Yeah.
we could do anything.
Yeah.
No more! Ouch!
That's a hell of a homing ability on those rockets.
Yep.
Da-da-da-da-da-da! You're dead!
Murder! Look, I'm not doing this for revenge. There ain't nothing that says I can't have fun with it.
Well, I mean, if you're having fun with it.
It's weird she hasn't used the scythe in a while.
Nobody's been in position for it. The scythe actually has a pretty limited attack range.
Ah, so you can basically ignore it as long as no one's there.
Yeah.
Here I come!
Shatter!
Yeah, see, that's the scythe attack.
You ready to die? Ouch!
Well, that was a thing.
I mean, again, at the moment, stats are kind of so high, it's actually pretty difficult for her to do any significant damage to us.
Yeah, the only reason we lost people is because of, again,
Literally
bullshit
getting piled on before they could get a single action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the exact pixel you want me to be on so I can actually get that targeting? Saw it pop up already. Fucking hate flight mode.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's right there. You can
Several
see
times
it.
over.
Go away. I...
Well, that was the thing.
It's exploding. We did it.
Hooray.
What the hell is this? How can I not handle a few measly humans?
Would have loved if she just actually stepped on her.
Him.
Him, sorry.
You lose, jerk.
You're not gonna kill me, are you? I didn't mean to kill Mifune, I swear. What happened to love and forgiveness? Just let me go.
Alright, get your anime cliche bingo cards ready, everyone.
I'm not gonna kill you. We don't need revenge. Change your ways or else. Punish the offense. Pity the offender. Think about it. Are you sure that was a good idea? Yep. Killing him won't bring back my master.
Huh, we haven't heard this track before, I don't think.
Glad I could be of some help.
This is Jiminy's theme. We've heard it once or twice before.
Ah, okay.
Well then, Miss Sunrise. Welcome to the Star Division.
Thank you. I know I'm just a greenhorn, but I'll do my best to earn my keep.
Yay! Friends! Friends! Everyone's friends!
Except for you, Rosita. Nobody likes you.
Get back in the box!
Today's a good day. This calls for a celebration.
Poking her back in with the scythe.
Hey! Can we do that thing you guys usually do?
I've always wanted to try it out.
Yeehaw! You guys ready? Victory pose! Cheers!
Woo!
Dearest Mother, today I found out I'm working with a literal crazy person.
She has 2 hearts inside her chest. And she's not dead, or like one of those weird Hills Have Eyes mutants.
On stage.
I knew she would fight, but I never imagined she'd do so well to perform it.
I've talked about this before, Hunter. Taiga closes every chapter by writing a letter to his mother, in the same way that in the previous games, Ogami closed every chapter by writing a letter either to his sister, i.e. Taiga's mother, or to his nephew, i.e. Taiga. It is a tradition of this series. It's just Taiga's a mama's boy, apparently.
Yep.
Well, in a way that makes sense, I guess.
And also to address your earlier comment, no, we obviously have to let him go so that he can have a valuable lesson about love and friendship, and he's totally going to come back as boss.
Also, the demons can just teleport, so you can't really lock them up.
Yeah.
And tomorrow's just another day!
Could someone else just kill him?
Thanks a bunch, y'all!
It's not revenge at that point.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a bounty out for the demons.
Dance, Rosita! Dance! Dance! Dance!
Dance for me, monkey!
Ooh, dance right out of my pants!
Please don't.
You know, one could easily forget just who this party is for.
I don't mind. This is the most fun I've had since I came to the city.
Wow,
We
that's
have
so very,
lots of
very sad.
Potatoes and salad left. Please, help yourselves.
Is she trying to say that we have potato salad? She's just being weird about it.
Honey, can we go talk for a minute? My sister said she has something to say to you.
Sorry for pulling you away from the party like that, but I have something to tell you. I think I'm gonna go away. You know, go to sleep for a while.
Just like my dog?
I'm exhausted from
Wow.
trying to control Gemini's body. I'm not gonna disappear forever, but I'll be gone gone a while, I bet.
I'm gonna be going to a farm upstate where I'll be much happier.
No, and please don't tell her. She'll start whining at me if she finds out. Shinjiro Taiga, it's up to you to take care of Gemini. She gets
Lord
lonely
knows
and
she
depressing
can't
and
do it herself.
she's the kindest person I've ever known.
She's boarding a horse in the second-story apartment of a building. Lord, she's hopeless.
You're strong in a way that I'm not. Understand? You have the power to overcome your own limitations when your friends are in danger. You have no idea how jealous I am of that kind of power. Well, that's it. So long, Samurai.
Goodbye,
Please.
ghost cowboy.
Boy.
Is that it? So, what'd you guys talk about? I hadn't felt her moving around up there all day, so I figured something was up.
The other heart is in her brain.
It's not like she's gone forever. I'm sure I'll see her again. Right, Shiny? Exactly! Alright then, let's get back to the shindig!
Everyone seems pleased as punch. It's just marvelous.
Indeed. And as usual, everything has happened exactly as you intended.
Magnificent.
Exactly.
Exactly as I intended. You have any idea how much money I had to pay him to say that?
America is a country that exists through the tension created by opposing powers. The Revolutionary War, the Civil War, even our two-party system, it's all connected.
Do you ever wonder who controls all of that, Mr. Wong? Have you ever heard
Oh,
of
man,
the La Li Lu Lay Lo?
I would love if Revolver Ocelot showed up just
It
twirling
creates
his
an
guns.
explosion of prosperity. Individuals are no different. For example, Shin and I are bound to clash at some point.
Please don't say such things, Mr. Sunnyside, even if it is true.
Well, anyway, how's your analysis of the Book of Five Rings coming?
Terrible because I don't speak this language or read it.
The time of our final confrontation quickly approaches.
Time is running short. They won't wait for us to be ready, will they? I have to consider our next move carefully.
Pulls out a d20, rolls it. I don't know what this means.
I believe that's called a crit.
Oh.
Ominous cut back to that ancient Japanese sword.
This is it. I finally found it. Now, our Lord can awaken.
Ancient Japanese sword, which apparently exists in fantasy quasi-Europe.
I shall do whatever it takes to bring our Lord back to this world.
So ganking a sword, which in comparison to everything else you've done, is basically nothing.
Well, they didn't know where the sword was. Now
Right
they
there.
found the sword.
So fear and dread and reap the
Look,
souls
he doesn't
of
go to the
every
museum, alright?
man. You humiliated me, Storm.
So in the meantime, we're going to cause a large disturbance and get the only people who can actually handle us informed of our presence.
Well, no, they were also preparing the land for their lord's return.
Yeah, they're gathering up a bunch of energy.
Yes, dark steam.
That's a bullshit excuse and you know it.
Let me counter with this.
Merry Christmas,
Do you think we're getting a good excuse?
No.
Okay.
So romantic.
Sit down, drink your cocoa, accept the dark steam
Episode,
excuse.
The Slumbering Lamb.
So, what'd you all get me?
Bang! To the rooftops!
And with that, we have finished Chapter 6 of Sakura Wars So Long My Love. I want to thank you all for joining us again for Saturday afternoon Sakura Wars. And join us next time when we're going to be going to Chapter 7, the dreaded Christmas episode. Also the second to last chapter of the game.
Yep.
We'll be back tomorrow. We might be a little bit later than usual. I have a meeting earlier in the day, so we might be started a little bit later than usual, but keep an eye out and we'll be going live with more Super Robot Wars T. And then we'll be back again next Saturday at around 2 p.m. with more Sakura Wars. So thank you all for joining us again, and hope you have all have a great day.
Yep.
Yep.
Have a good one, guys.
Yep. Have a good one.